Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I wish you a wonderful day. I wanted to come and say hello. I'm going to pull a few cards. Those are two decks. I have two decks that were lent to me. So this one is very traditional. It's somewhat of a magic tarot, but it's very traditional. And we found a little bit of the same cards in different order as we had in the French reading. And so. But the outcome is really good. The situation is disappointment. We were expecting things to be different, to be honest. But we have to accept that every lesson in life, the obstacle, everything is serving a higher purpose. What is the disappointment look like is the King of Swords. It's to be able to keep our sense of humor, to take care of business and to keep our sense of humor. What did we learn? We learned the hermit, to be true to ourselves, to enlighten, to find a spiritual inspiration from within, to enlighten the past of some of other people. And we can prevent the disappointment by strength. It's the card of love, the opening of the heart. If we're well seated within our heart, we know that whatever we're asking is coming. What comes around the situation is the moon. The moon is about facing our fear. It's a magnetic force that we disconnect from little by little, and so we can elevate our emotion from this polarized light. What we see before us that will unfold is quite wonderful. It is the lovers. So there is a possibility for deep romantic encounters or experiences or journeying through life together with someone else. What we have in our subconscious is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about being free from limited beliefs to move into our higher self. It's also about sudden change, and things are changing really quickly. And now we're moving into the Emperor. Where we are now is the Emperor. It is about high responsibility. It's about ambitious projects that are happening, but it is a hot seat, but we can handle it. What's coming up in the near future is the Page of Sword. The Page of Sword is traditionally, it's about breaking free from the world that imprisons us, but we have to move forward. So it's about being free from those limitations. We're going to be able to free ourselves from all kinds of limitations, where our strength within the situation is the same as the one in the French reading. It is the Four of Pentacles. It is about being disciplined. It's not to be too materialistic. It's about learning to give and to receive, but to be very disciplined, to learn how to administer our resources. What comes to us from the outside world is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is about kindness. It's about rebirth. There is all kinds of wonderful things that we surround, that comes to us from the outside world. We cannot expect the outside world to save us or to hurt us. It all comes from inner condition, from magnetic attraction. So it's all about happening within. It's going to be very important to rely on our intuition, to rely on our inner self, our guidance in the coming times, because the collective egregores, there is all kinds of traps and obstacles that will be connected to if we follow a guru or someone else, or like whatever groups consciousness. For it is only one consciousness, and we continue to, but it is through our inner connection to the great I am, to the source, that it is where the connection is being met, not from the mental planes. So what we have in our hopes and fear, in our emotion, is the victory. It is the card of victory. So what is the victory? The victory is overcoming worries, or lack. What does we want to achieve is the Knight of Pentacles. It's a very slow but steady progress. It's like moving forward, like a tree that grows and grows and grows. And what assists us on the way to victory is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is to have so many potential. So it's like sometimes there is so many potential, we no longer know what to choose. So it is important to know that to focus on them, to let our soul guide us, and then we'll find the world, the freedom, the salvation on the emotional level. It is the world. It is all that is. It is all the good things of life. And the outcome to this reading, so within like this will manifest in a few weeks, but can be now. It has to be now, but it will unfold. Is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is satiety. It's happiness. It is joy. It is fulfillment of all the happy life, family life, professional life. Everything will be fulfilled. It is this great rainbow. So it is all in the works, and we're getting ready for freedom. Because we do need to filter the information. Whatever information comes to you, filter it through your heart to know if it resonates with you, no matter who it is or where it comes from. Always see how it feels in the moment. For humanity is under mass hypnosis, and they created those two powers, the satanic power, the good and evil, the biblical snake, the red, that operates through the red ray. It creates fear, it creates anger, it creates separation. You want to feel that, but you don't want to be full from it. And so the red ray is the base, is root base. It's on the bottom of our being, and so just call on the spiral of white light to go down to your root chakra, and then the red will turn into pink, and then you can bathe in this pink light of the Mother's love. Also wanted to say that do not wait for technologies for healing. Ask for inner healing. It's already available. Everything is already available. We do not want to wait for extraterrestrial technologies to do what we need to do. That's why they're taking a long time. It's because we rely too much on external possibility. Yet the external is a match from what is going on within. But operate from a healed consciousness, and the body will follow. For light is information, and it's like our DNA is returning trying to return the DNA to its original design of 12-dimensional beings, which is immortal, eternal light body. And part of this light body will connect us to the Merkaba. Will be in a Merkaba. And our higher planes will have a spaceship. So it's just a vehicle that will allow to collectively move through space. Starship, like a flying saucer or something, just can already connect to your ship. And there is a good exercise that we can do, is to imagine that there is this pillar of light that goes down on us. It's a pretty big pillar of light. It's got 11 meters in diameter, so it's 5.5 meters in the front, 5.5 in the back, 5.5 in the right, 5.5 in the left. Continue to visualize this portal around you, to solidify it. And from within the portal, you can raise your head and you see the great central sun, the divine light, and you can draw on energy from that to fuel you, to feel you. And then when you look down, you can look at the Mother Earth, the core of the inner Earth, the crystalline caves and the crystalline cities. And you can look at the bottom, at the very bottom of that vision of the Earth, there is a great central sun, a pink star in the center of the Earth, a great crystal. I want to send gratitude. It is the one that fuel all the life energy from the Earth, from Mother Earth. And so to continue to cultivate this vision of this huge pillar of light around you. So whenever someone comes into your reality, will have to enter your pillar of light. We're going to receive it, but we already want to inspire it within our mind. For this 3D Earth is not a 3D matrix. It is a phantom matrix. It is the realm of illusion that were created by beings that we're going to realize that the truth that's going to be coming out is far more than all the fiction that we can ever dream or imagine. But there is for there are thousands of underground bases where those beings live, those controllers with negative extraterrestrials and demonic entities. But all of them 90% have been cleansed and destroyed, or some of them will be preserved for humanity in the future. They're all connected through hyperfast trains and all kinds of things. And there is all kinds of things that needs to still be destroyed, like the HARP technology. The HARP technology is the source of all the climate change. It is really what they're playing with that, and that is creating all the natural. So it's like those things will have to be destroyed eventually. It is not natural, and we want to return to the natural way of life. But it's not to approach anything through fear, to approach everything through love, because love is really what the only salvation will come through love. Even the dark forces, the dark extraterrestrial, if you have only love, they have no power over you, and by resonance they will move away because they don't resonate with that love, or they will accept it and then move into the light. But to know all is serving, all the obstacles we have in our life are actually created are proportional to what we need to learn to live in the present, to be seated in the heart. We're coming out of the photon belt and we're moving into for the photon are going to be replaced. Those little mini photons are matter is like a photon that have slowed down, that turns into electrons, but those photons, there are still photons in the air, the energy, the particle that we call light, are being replaced by plasmic light, which is golden light. And so there'll be more, that's where it's been assisting in the process. And so there's another deck, been land. So it's just breathe in prana and let it go. Breathe in prana and let it go. For we take it for granted that life will provide the oxygen for us to breathe. We don't question, is it my last breath? Will God provide more oxygen for me to breathe? Although there is a deficiency in oxygen in this planet, extraterrestrials keep on pouring the oxygen down, which is not, in the future it won't be needed. But it's also to rely on God to provide for everything else. There is no doubt that God will provide oxygen for us, but we all have conditioning that God may not provide for us on many other levels. So we do need to reconnect to our source and to create this trust. And so that's why I'm going to pull a few cards to see what is the highest wisdom. Those are mandalas. The highest wisdom is royalty, success and victory through self-mastery and through union with a higher world. Easy success. The path is open. Friendship, loyalty of those surrounding oneself. Victory over what oppresses us. So it is all it's all been prophesied through this card. What we need to understand is humility, strength to offer power to beauty and seek perfection, being useful to what is great, carrying a great light of one's life, serving what is sacred in all beings, making the positive side flourish in all situations. That's quite wise. What we need to do is dignity, bravery, honor, righteousness, finding strength in oneself and maintaining it, keeping one's head above the water no matter what happened, knowledge of the strength in true prayer. And then the outcome is obedience to the Most High. That's wonderful. Respect and filial love, bowing down before what is true and beautiful. Devotion in front of greatness, strength born of eternity, support and inspiration, living tradition, positive heritage. So follow that which is true, that which is beautiful, that which is great, which is the Most High, the Lord of hosts, the Creator. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. That was what I wanted to talk about. That's what I wanted to talk about. I'm going to finish with a song. For also to know that a lot of those problems that humanities are facing now, it's not that their creation, they've been imposed, that the lack, the poverty, it's like they're making life more and more difficult to live in for normal people, because they're really afraid to losing control. But all of that which they've stolen from humanity will be returned to humanity. That's what God has prepared for us. So connect to your pyramid of light also above that. Just when you want to connect to your guides or your creator or the angel, the archangel, just know you have a pyramid of world that is on the higher planes, that's above you. And this pyramid, no one can penetrate it except for your higher council. Well, I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song of, I think it was Johnny Cash to sing this song. It's about the fire. The divine fire does not burn. It only burns the imperfection and impurity. That's why those people that have been doing so many wrong things, when after they pass on, they are faced with this fire, and this fire burns. It's because it's like they do not want to let go. They want to be right, and they want to hold on to their negativity. But negativity, the sacred fire will burn everything that is impure as we let go, we trust, and we surrender to the Creator. So it's called the Ring of Fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a firing ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flame went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child, oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flame went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. For it's true, when we fall in love, sometimes we can burn our wing. If that's so, we do want to be careful. We're not careful, but we do want to be posed and to be always connected to our own inner self, not to lose ourselves in the outer world, so that the exchange and the flow can come in a balanced way. And the card of the day is the final card of the day is the Page of Raphael. Gentle. Gentleness is very important right now, to be gentle with yourself and with others. Loving, dreamer, and sincere. The situation is giving birth to new emotion, new relationship, or invitation to an event. Your intuition is saying so much. So trust your intuition, rely on your intuition, pass through whatever emotion without judgment, and ask to be free, ask to be at peace, to be in peace, and work with those energies. We have no choice. Our soul passes. The soul will not give up. Never give up. For the life will never give up until we find this point of freedom and joy and abundance. And right now we are very important shifting times. So just hold on to what you know is true for you and your well-being. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.